Okay friends, since many were having difficulties in drawing the zones, so I will try to do how to draw the zones today. So as usual I am taking Bank Nifty. So this is where we are at. So from here we need to draw the zones, and we will be using a top down approach. That means we will go from a higher time frame and drill down to a lower time frame. So initially I am starting with an daily chart. So in daily chart, if you take, this is a zone because we had a gap here. After a close here, we had a clear gap here which was not visited for nearly 3, 5, 6 days. So we came near the gap and we have bounced back. So the close on this particular day is 27.96. So here I will mark 27.96. And the low on this day is 2588.1. So 2588.1. So this is a zone which is near to our price. And in the higher side, if you see, after a close here we had a gap which was not tested. So this is a potential zone for me. I'll take from here. So on this particular day the close is 2110 and the high on this day is 21237. 2110 2137.9. So this is the two zones which is near to our price now. So we are not worried about the zones here because only if we give away this zone we will be looking down. So for the time being we are only near this zone, so we will try to go to the next time frame which is hourly. So this is the hourly charts. So in hourly we have our price here. So we had a close here, then we opened here. So this complete zone, we will take this as a zone because after opening here we came to test up to here into the gap, after which we failed and gave down and go down. So the close here is 2110. This zone actually will be matching near our daily zone. It's like fine tuning our daily zones. The high is 21 0 17.3. So now this becomes our hourly zone which was tested once and we are almost near it. So I believe today we are seeing an gap up in SGX. Till now SGX looks like it's going to go a gap up. So if Bank Nifty opens anywhere inside this zone and starts rejection, we can short it for the day. So this will be my trade setup for the day. But if we clear this zone from open, we will wait and watch for action. So on the downside again, this gap got filled till here. So from this low I'll take a zone till where it got filled. So the low is here. So till this we will be taking it as a zone. If you go down, this is not as a zone in hourly charts because we had revisited it back. Then we have a gap here. So I will consider this as a zone with engulfing this lows. On this particular day the close is 2604. So this zone is tested once, this zone is tested once, this is a fresh zone. So I would like to see a rejection here today. then we have a zone here, but these things are far away from our current price, so we'll skip it. And on the higher side, if you see, this close is 21,165 and the high here is 21,175. There is a slight pullback into here, so I will be skipping this zone. So here looks like a clear rejection, but we will be not able to find the zones in hourly, so we will skip this candle. But this particular area looks like a continuation zone, so I will have this particular area in my picture. So here the low is close is 21. 204.1 and the high here is 21,622. So this is a continuation zone which was tested twice and we gave away. Actually this can be taken as a zone, but since we have our gap here, we will skip this one, because if you see this close and this open is not overlapping, so this can be taken as a zone, but I will take this window, that's the gap window, as a zone. So this zone is crucial for today in Bank Nifty. So we'll go 1 degree lower again, 5 minutes. So if you take 5 minutes, the same zone comes, the close on this particular candle high is 20. So this is a zone on the higher side. So here if we scroll back this side and if you see, this is not a zone, this can be taken as a zone, but this is all small zone and this is almost near our this zone. So ideally I would like to see an trap here, the trap which we discussed in our videos. I will ideally like to give a push here and a close below this zone and taking a test near this close. So this could be a scenario in 5 minutes for the day. Then if we scroll slightly up, this is a zone, but this is not all like fine tuning our hourly zones, because we have a hourly zones right here in this area. So that is a zone which we have marked. So I don't like drawing zones in 1 minute if it's intraday. That means if I don't have any zone and suddenly I see price moving up in intraday, to get an entry I will look into 1 minute and get a zone. But after EOD, in EOD time, don't go for intraday zones, because 1 minute zones, they have the tendency to break very easily. So if we are coming down from here, the zones in 5 minutes that will be of significance is this one. See, like when price started to move here, see how we tested this zone and gets its validation and started to move up. Actually that day, yesterday we entered at 860. I was expecting this to hold, because this was a gap and we covered it, then pushed up. So I was expecting 860 to hold, but we took an selling climax at 860 and went to test the zone. So trading is nothing but waiting game. No matter what kind of strategy you have, if you are unable to wait for a good entry, there is no way we will be able to succeed here. So this is a tested zone, so once it was tested. So apart from this, in 5 minutes, if you see, here is one, but it's somewhere near it, so we will skip it. Then there is no zones. Maybe this can be taken, but anyway, this is going to be a gap zone for the day. So this is a zone. So the trade for the day is open here, spike here, do a market maker spike, take the stop loss above all the swings, close below, test of this close. So this is the trade which we would like to play today. Let's see how market gives it. So I'm sure things are clear here. I have clearly explained the daily zones, how to draw from the daily, hourly and 5 minutes, and why I avoid the 1 minute zone. So if you have any doubts, just give me a message.